Hey everyone, Gizmo here. Before we start today's presentation, I just wanted to come out and give a little PSA disclaimer that this episode is going to be a little different than everyone's used to. It's going to be a little less edited, and that is because Big Sal and Big Bad Thad are going to be hard at work working on the next Elder God Christmas special. So this episode is a little different, less edited as I said. There's some background noise. It's a quickie. Think of this as a small little bridge for the really good stuff. It's a fun bridge, but the real good stuff's around the corner. And we didn't want to leave you guys hanging for a whole month, alright? So, if you guys like this episode, remember, even if you hate an episode, please subscribe, like, comment, or I'm going to trap you in this closet with me. Alright, let's get going with today's feature presentation. Elder God Maniacs, welcome to episode 42 of the Elder God Podcast. I am your host, as always, the leader of the EGP brother, Big Sal. To my left, the co-host, producer, cast member of the Elder God Podcast, Big Bad Thad. How you doing, brother?
Hello. Once again, we are back. Just us this time. For real this time. We locked the doors. There'll be no interruptions, hopefully.
Security is on hand.
We got Esteban on left side. We got Big Andre on the right side. We'll get to him in a future episode.
Today's episode is The Pod Does Florida. With an asterisk next to that, we will explain later. But also, for legal purposes, we now have to disclose the date of when we are recording each episode, as requested by our legal team. Today is Monday, October 31st, 2022. Thank you.
I know last episode we said it was the Halloween episode, but we are actually recording on Halloween this time.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We are in character. I have my Gizmo mask on. You have your... What kind of mask is that? Oh, shit, that's your face. I got him. Classic joke right there.
Yeah.
No joke. You
nice
have your Hulk Hogan thing on right now.
It's a bandana, brother.
I like it.
It's my new style.
I think we'll get into that later.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And this podcast, it's always available on Spotify, YouTube, all that crap. And
no, give it to the new listeners.
Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
Follow
like
us
and subscribe,
everywhere.
Follow, comment, please, because this is gonna be hopefully a quick episode. I don't have a timer.
A different format than normal. This, like I said, is The Pod Does Florida. We're gonna discuss stories. Thad has a couple tier lists we're gonna do. We're still doing drink and snack, but no media, no Elder God for this episode. We're just going to sit down and...
next one's going to be the big
chat.
one, guys. So next one's Christmas. Relax.
Yeah, we're skipping Thanksgiving. We're going Halloween to Christmas.
Housekeeping. Let's go into housekeeping. So for the last podcast, we had the A Squared squad coming in hot. But no, I want to say our guests last time were amazing. They did great jobs. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. And since then, Andy is my brother.
Shout out to Andy. And then my next housekeeping... A couple episodes ago, I did a moment of silence for the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Kazuki Takahashi. I said that he died because he was out scuba diving. Someone made a comment saying he was a dumbass. I don't know who was on the episode. I don't know if it was Ryan or Nate. Nate wouldn't say that.
No. Hey, Nate. Happy Halloween.
Just Nate. But since then, we have found out that he did die from getting a current, but that was because he was trying to save someone's life.
Wow, a hero. Did he end up saving their life, or did they sadly pass as well?
I'm not sure. I didn't really look at anything.
Okay. Well, moment of silence again for him.
Thank you.
We miss you.
And then my other housekeeping.
Was that in Japan?
I believe so. The podcast has received a challenge from a certain individual here. Mr. Will here left me a very lengthy note here.
I don't know who Will is.
I don't know who he is either, but he challenged us to a boxing match, podcast versus podcast, and apparently we invaded his turf.
What's the name of their podcast?
I don't remember. It wasn't anything noteworthy. But they took down one of our stickers, and they challenged to a boxing match. I don't think we're actually going to do it because, we kind of have...
We're busy guys.
Not sure that's going to happen, but maybe in the summer when we have a school break. So, let's get into Drinky Poo. Let's have housekeeping?
Yeah, let's do some drinking.
Okay, you go get the drink. I will, so a quick cut here, I guess, because, pour those little stuff. Yeah.
They're clean.
You want ice? There's ice if you need it.
No, shouldn't have ice with this.
Okay.
They're clean?
Those apples. I know, I haven't cleaned them yet. You trust them. It's from the Rainforest Cafe. Oh, spoilers.
5 hours later.
Close your eyes.
Alright,
we're back.
Okay.
Cheers. Wait. Cheers for Pierce. I've got the Rainforest Cafe cup.
I have a Planet Hollywood cup here. It's very fizzy. Yours is way fizzier than mine. It's a fizzy pear-colored drink here. It's going in. This is pears. Right?
No. Sorry that yours is a lot less fizzier than mine. Not sure why that's the case.
It's okay. I'm allergic to fizz. Just my gluten-free diet.
But what is it?
That was pears. It's not pears. It's some sort of fruit.
I like this. Drink one.
Did you get this in Florida?
No.
I don't know.
I've had this since April.
What is it?
No guess?
I can't.
It's the Mountain Dew Thrashed Apple.
Apple.
It's exclusive regionally. I think it's Midwest.
Wow.
I got that at a novelty soda store in Syracuse when I was there.
I don't know why I thought I was thinking apple. It's close to the
I think
pears.
it's like a Midwest, maybe like Texas
Yeah, it's
exclusive.
nice. Get a picture of this.
It's got an angry apple tree on the and an apple. There he is.
It's not bad. So I want to say it's
better than I thought it was going to be.
I want to say it's my favorite Dew by any means, but it's pretty good. Thank you for bringing it on. I probably take pictures of these cups too. Oh, here.
Oh, yeah, a regional
in
Dew.
the setup in the background. Now the
Maybe get the cups together with this stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I saw that you had Hard Mountain Dew.
I did.
I was
thinking
thinking
about that now. Let's do it now. So we're talking.
Yeah,
about
talk about Hard Mountain Dew.
Yeah. So well, let's.
Oh, by the way, guys, please watch the YouTube version. There's gonna be lots of pictures in this episode. Okay.
Before getting into what we did in Florida, how we got to Florida, what we both were doing in Florida, let's just talk about this Mountain Dew for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten about not forgotten, but I wasn't on the hunt for the Dew, the Hard Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I know Florida's one of those like 4 or 5 exclusive states that has it.
God bless Florida.
I was in a Publix, shout out to Publix, just walking around, and there it was. Mountain Dew, Hard Mountain Dew in cans, tall boy cans, like this, as well as big packs.
Mm-hmm.
It was either a big pack or singles. And they had watermelon and Baja Blast, which are the 2 I had, and 2 others, which I didn't get.
It was,
one might have been cherry or strawberry. I don't know.
I think it's the default Mountain Dew, and the other one's the Code Red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get those.
Yeah. Baja Blast, I bet was okay.
So yeah, then I put them in the fridge. I sat in the hotel, and then I was like, I gotta try them.
Mm-hmm.
I had like maybe 3 or 4 sips of each, and I was done. I'm not a big Dew guy.
I've heard they're not that good, even from the Dew fans.
It's like the sweeter White Claw.
Yeah.
If you like that stuff, I guess.
I only do Hurricanes, man. Shout
I
out to
still
Nancy.
didn't have one. Want to go get a Hurricane after this?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, let's go.
Go do it. Hit up.
They're all right.
Hit up Nancy's crib.
I tried them. Tried them for the pod. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, one can must have been flatter than the other.
I think so.
But,
So,
yeah, it was good.
listen, you hungry at all? 'Cause I got a snack.
I'm a little hungry. Should I close my eyes?
Yeah.
Let me know when I'm ready.
These survived the plane ride, so.
From where?
Florida.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm
Hope
gonna
it's
tell you
better than the last
I'm
night.
gonna tell you right now, these look shit. So.
Ooh. Put it in my mouth.
Oh, these smell bad.
Let me smell. I don't even know what that could be. Is some sort of barbecue?
Close. I'll give you one in the end. Oh, may feed you, okay. Just like back in the day.
Oh, coffee.
It's not coffee. Oh!
Am I right? Don't tell me you didn't taste a little coffee.
It's not coffee.
But it's like mesquite then. Like a very bold flavor. I don't know what though. Let's barbecue something then.
Well, let me tell you something. This is
Uh-oh.
Lay's potato chips sesame sauce hot pot flavor. Straight from Epcot.
Ooh. Is that a soup?
I don't know. It was the only one. Let me say, I went to Epcot. I went to a stand. They had a bunch of these Japanese Lays. This is the only one that didn't have fish, so that's why I grabbed it.
Oh man, we got a fish one. What were the fish ones?
I don't remember. I'm not big on the fish.
So is this? This is Chinese?
I think it's Japanese. I don't know.
Product of China.
Oh. Game China.
Interesting. Do we know what this is?
Yeah, it says it on the back. One English right there. Sesame hot sauce.
Yeah, but what is Hot pot flavor.
Oh, I don't fucking know. Think I know?
Did you do the research on this?
No.
Let me pull it up,
This
everybody.
This is a quick episode. I'm doing it.
No. Let's enjoy this.
I don't know. I like the smell of these.
No, they smell bad. Beijing hot pot dipping sauce. A nutty, savory Beijing-style dipping sauce for hot pot. It's a sauce for soup. What else goes in the soup?
Sesame?
And it's in a pot.
Well, I bet it tastes exactly like that.
Sesame paste.
I do not want to smell these ever again.
Beans, which we saw in there.
Beans.
Other ingredients. So I think it's like a soup, a sauce that goes for soup, and it makes it sound like maybe you can put anything in the soup. You know?
No.
Where do you put them?
Over here.
A couple.
There you go. Knock yourself out.
Now, did you go to other countries to look for snacks? Did you find whatever fit the best for the pod?
Yeah, I thought interesting. I don't think we've had anything Japanese or Asian on here.
No. It's Chinese, by the way. To our Chinese listeners, he's thought that was Japanese twice now.
I think I want to get into something big here.
Okay.
So, for my birthday trip, I and the Misha Collins,
Charles?
we went to Disney World and Universal Studios for about a week. Had a great time.
Long time in the making.
Oh, guys. I'm sorry to confuse you guys earlier. We didn't go to Florida together.
No.
These are separate trips. Let's talk about my trip first.
No, do a little summary, and then I'll give a summary of mine, then we'll go to yours.
Okay.
Summary meaning why you were there, why I was there.
Well, I told you why I was there. Disney.
Yeah.
I have prepared a tier list of every attraction at Disney and Universal and go through it, hopefully quickly, with you about.
Thad came back, and I left. I spent the weekend in Orlando, specifically to go to Hulk Hogan autograph signing.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were with podcast fan and cast member, Scuba Steve.
I was.
Cast Scuba.
We
I think we
ribbed
maybe-
Orlando, and it was
I think he
excellent.
may be making an appearance soon.
Yeah, so you made a PowerPoint, eh?
I made a PowerPoint here. This is going to be on the YouTube version.
Wait. Is this slide one?
This is slide one.
Okay. There's no title slide?
Now let's go random.
Okay.
Well, I thought the title slide was
That's
going to be
disrespectful.
the title slide is going to be the... I made it quick.
I'm your fan here. I want this. I want a title.
So listen, let's start with the slide. Right in the beginning here, I just have a couple of pictures I wanted to get out of the way. I didn't have any place to put them.
What's this pick?
This is me watching Happy Gilmore on the plane ride.
Great movie, brother.
My headphones are broken, couldn't really hear it, but yeah, shout out to JetBlue. I didn't know they had movies on their screen.
JetBlue? Okay.
And they have like modern movies that came out like this year. They had like Sonic 2. They had Everything Everywhere All at Once. They had The Batman.
And you flew out of Westover?
Yes.
Okay.
And I landed in the...
What time did your plane leave? What was your flight?
Plane was pretty early. It was about 10 o'clock. It's not pretty early, but 10 o'clock. And then the one leaving, I left about 2 p.m.
Okay. Well, that's at the end of the session.
Yeah, good time.
Happy Gilmore. Did you watch Happy Gilmore too?
Yes. And on the way back, we watched this cool documentary called Three Identical Strangers. It's about a... I don't know why I didn't take a picture of it.
It's not a media day, but go ahead.
Quick thing here. Watch it. It's crazy. It's about 3 people who found out they're triplets. Separated at birth from an adoption ship.
No.
Adoption ship, right? Spoiler warning here. Twist. They were used in the science experiment because they were all put into separate classes. Upper class, middle class, lower class.
How do I watch this? Do I have to go on this JetBlue flight?
And maybe a JetBlue exclusive. But it's called Three Identical Strangers. Go look it up. Actually, I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
It was a good
Give me your
documentary.
passcodes.
It was a good documentary. Anyway, back to the tier list. Just quick thing to the Waffle House.
Yeah.
The Waffle House.
See, the best part of this picture, you sent me this twice,
Yeah.
was that you had no idea I was going to be there in 2 days.
Yeah. And this is, I met the Scooby
Oh,
Gang.
Freddie. Slow down, man.
And over here, I had to pay my respects to Harambe.
Where was this?
Animal Kingdom. They have a whole Harambe section. Everything's Harambe there. I assume it was named after the gorilla.
And this is this a Lion King ride or a show?
Sure, I didn't go to the show. I just paid my respects to Harambe. But let's begin the tier list. So before we begin the tier list, I just want to say Disney, it's a good time. You're crazy if you go there more than maybe once every 5 years. You go there once every 5 years or 10 years. You got what you get.
I really have no ambition to go.
Like I went there 10 years ago and they had some new stuff. I forgot enough to enjoy it. I had a good time. I used some fast passes for some stuff.
Yeah, how do you get a fast pass these days?
You have to
Last
sign
time
up.
I was in Florida, I was like
It's crazy.
8.
You have to sign up.
Last time I was in Disney World.
So right now, if you don't have a smartphone, don't go to Disney World. You need a smartphone. So the app has something called Genie Plus. Shouts to Rob Williams. He So the Genie, you basically...
Like he designed this app.
Yeah. You book a time, and then at that time you have an hour to get there, and you cut the line, basically. Go to a separate line.
So you can only get it an hour in advance.
No, you can like book it like ahead of time. It's weird how I don't want to get into super deep.
That's different than Fast Pass?
That is the Fast Pass.
Okay.
And it gets confusing because you can't book too many at once, and you have to like rush there. So I did Magic. My order was Magic, Universal Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and the other side of Universal, the Island of Adventure.
We all know that Hollywood Studios is the best one.
Yeah, so I went from Magic and Epcot. We kind of messed up the Fast Pass because we didn't know how to use it. But we used it for Hollywood and Animal.
So did you miss out on things?
I'll get into it. We only missed a couple things. But yeah, for Animal and Hollywood, we fucking aced that shit with the Fast Pass. We did really good. Only waited for a couple rides. For rides that I missed, so this tier list includes every ride, every show, every restaurant I went to.
Oh, I like this.
It doesn't include like the little side restaurants, like at Epcot and stuff.
But please mention them. I'd like to know.
Oh, if I got time. I did miss certain rides because, especially at Universal, because I don't know what's going on at Universal. Everything was broken at Universal. There was multiple rides broken, and
Typical.
I had to wait in line for one ride to get fixed, so we really wanted to go on it, so I had missed out on some others.
Will that be mentioned?
Yes.
Okay.
So some highlighted rides that I missed. I didn't go on the Hulk coaster. I didn't go on the Mummy. I did not go on...
Dumbo.
This one I forgot about. I didn't go on the Donald Duck ride at Epcot.
What's that one?
It's like the three Cabaranos, what we call it, the three birds. I completely forgot it. Coincidentally, this tier list includes 69. I did not do that on purpose, but we have 69 attractions here. Let's begin with Poop tier. So coincidentally, each park I went to had something that fell into this category. Any guesses for the worst ride I went on?
Soar. Is that still around?
Soarin'? Nah.
Soarin'?
No, that's a good ride. The worst ride I went on is...
Wait.
The Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Show.
No!
Yes!
I'd put this top. I remember this like crazy.
This was
First of all,
horrible.
you said ride. This isn't a ride.
I included shows.
Yeah, but you said, what's the worst ride I went on?
Listen, you just sit there. I got a front row seat, by the way. You just sit there. They just do... Maybe it was better when you went.
Oh.
The beginning was okay. He, like, does like, some... All he does is like some exercises, basically. And then...
As a kid, I thought this was the coolest
Okay, as a
thing.
kid, maybe it's cool. But let me say, these stunts are not epic. I could do these in my sleep. All right?
I've never seen the movie, so this is all I know about the movie. Is this one show.
Basically, it's all just, like... They show you, like, filming techniques they use for, like, stunt doubles and stuff. And it's not good. Just skip this. Don't wait in line. All right. I'm going to try to go quick with these. If this episode's long...
Well, I'm going to ask a lot of questions.
Oh, well. Yeah. Number 68. Carousel of Progress from Magic Kingdom. This is very boring
I love
ride.
this too. When things keeps moving.
Yeah, so you're in this auditorium seat and like it moves throughout the walls and there's like different decades. It's the 20s, 30s, 40s. I don't know. It's not very good. But the song is very good. It's like, it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Song's good. But other than that, it's pretty boring. Number 67, we have Mission Space Orange. So Mission Space is basically a space flight simulator. This is insane. I did the orange one. They also have a blue one for Earth. That's a little easier, but this is the Mars orange one. You like get into in a very enclosed, claustrophobic space, and they spin you around so fast. It feels, and you have a screen in front of you, and it looks like you're going to space. I felt so sick after this.
How long is that ride?
It was like a couple minutes. It wasn't like you go so fast. Like I had a headache, and my stomach hurt.
I don't think I can do that.
It was the most intense ride I've probably been on. And they'll call me a pussy. I don't care.
But do you actually move, or the thing just shakes?
It's like the thing moves, I think, and like you go up and down, and it's just there's a screen in front of you. There's a lot of rides like that, and I was curious because this also had barf bags. So I was curious. I looked it up on Wikipedia just to see if I was like, someone had to have died from this ride. I found a list of incidents related to it. I'm not going to get into it. There's some right there.
Pause and read it.
And that led me to look up
2 people have died?
That led me to look up the full incidents that happened at the whole park itself, which I read to my girlfriend right before we were about to go to bed. So, that was a fun night. Anyway, let's go on to number 66. The Fast and Furious Supercharged. This is from...
I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
I've never either, but I want to do mostly everything. This is at Universal Studios. Can we leave back up a second here? Because I'm, like, going far ahead. I want to, like, how these rides work. Like, the categories. Most of the rides at Universal and some in Disney are basically you're in a vehicle and there's, like, a screens. You have,
It's a themed ride. Not a...
It's not a roller coaster.
Yeah, not
Like
an amusement park ride.
The vehicle may move. There's also like funhouse rides, like Haunted Mansion.
An attraction.
Yeah, like funhouse rides. There's roller coasters. There's like an advanced version of the funhouse rides, like magnets on the floor or something. I'll get into that later. There's some rides where it gets in a stationary vehicle that like shakes and stuff and screens. So if you've never actually been to there, this is like hard to explain, I guess. But this one, Fast and Furious, they put you in a large bus. So right away, you can't do much with a large bus. So I don't think it's gonna be much
Is
of
it
a
an
thrill
actual
ride.
bus?
I don't think it's an actual bus.
Okay.
And basically, you go straight, and then you go straight back. There's 2 screens on the side of you, like guns, like shooting at you and stuff. There's a lot of techniques they use for lines. Is they put you in a room, and they show you a movie, and then the line goes ahead. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like it's
I know.
like the pre-show. It's like, oh, you gotta help us out, man. We gotta get to the party. That's what this is one about.
Yeah, they give it in like 2 parts, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's just like break up the line. So like you're getting content, but you're really just watching the movie screen. Horrible ride.
It's a pre-rib.
It's a pre-rib.
But there's no post-rib for this.
And like I said, I hated this ride so much, but you know what? They had to do it again with... Oh, yeah, that was the bus I was talking about right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah. They had to do it again because then we have... Oh, never mind. Number 65, the Maharaja Jungle Trek at Animal Kingdom.
Maharaja.
I don't know. You just
What
walk
is?
around and see some animals. I saw no tigers. They were advertising
Well,
tigers.
you walk in this.
You walk, you see
Okay.
some... It's like a zoo, basically. There was
This
no
is in
tigers.
Universal?
Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Oh.
There were no tigers. What the hell?
Did you see monkeys and dragons? Because that sign says they do.
Not really.
Okay, so you didn't see any of that.
Didn't see any of
What'd
that.
you see?
There was like butterflies, there was bats.
Okay, that doesn't make it. That's not jungle.
Horrible. 64. Okay, and this is what I was talking about. So you see a King Kong ride. You think it's going to be fucking awesome. It was just the Fast and Furious ride.
He's an
again.
older guy.
He is. But it was just the Fast and Furious ride. You were in a bus. You weren't going even fast this time. It was just slow. But the one thing that made up for it was they had a very nice animatronic of King Kong. And it looked really good. It was as big as the bus.
This better be on the next slide.
I don't know if I did it. Hey, that was the bus. Yeah, I don't have a picture of King Kong, but it was a good animatronic.
Now go back to that, if you don't mind.
The bus.
No, the next one. Did they carve that King Kong face into a mountain?
I may.
Because I don't think there's mountains in Swampland of Florida, but
And then on the next tier here is, I must confess, I'm like, eh. And before we get into this, I have another speech here to make about just Disney World in general and people who go there. If you need a stroller to get around at Disney World, stay home.
The kid's too young to enjoy.
I'll get to that too. But if you're in a stroller, I mean a scooter, because you're fat, you can't walk, you're just in the way, stay home. You're making everything worse. You're holding up the lines. You're in the way when I'm trying to get to the next ride. You know, some lines are like so thin because like the bars, like you have to go like they condense them.
Yeah.
These people have to keep doing 3-point turns every turn just to get to the like. I was on the Finding Nemo ride. Wait till I get to talk about the Finding Nemo ride.
Can the stroller go on a ride?
The scooter?
Oh, you said strollers.
Oh, I meant to say scooters.
Oh, scooters. Okay.
Strollers are the next thing.
Oh, that's a whole nother level.
If you have kids who are like 3 and under, they're not remembering shit at Disney. Why are you wasting your time? If you have a family, I understand. If you're just a couple bringing their kid, come on, you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money.
You and I dealt with the very different people on these trips. Let's just say that. You had the Karens, all right?
Mhm.
I had the Kellys.
And then the third person, group of people who I don't know why come here, people wearing masks. We're in 2023. You're still wearing masks. If you're that worried about COVID, why are you at an amusement park? You know how
Sweating?
do you know how grouped up we get on all these lines and rides?
You think anything's being cleaned in these places?
And you think a
Absolutely
mask is gonna help you? Come on, man, get real. Don't come after me. Anyway,
not. Don't shut us down.
don't shut us down. Let's go to
We're
64
going to
here.
get that little COVID warning on YouTube now.
63, the Cat in the Hat ride. This is just another Funhouse ride, the lowest of the Funhouse rides.
When you mean that, does it just drive you around and you
Drive
see
around,
different things?
You're basically in the Cat in the Hat book. No Mrs. Kwan. What's going on here?
Oh, this should have been the other list.
But I do want to say Dr. Seuss Land was hype. I saw the Cat in the Hat.
No pick with the cat?
They were busy. The Grinch was also busy. He was about to leave. And then
Yes.
62, the lowest fast food place I went to here, well, restaurant, the Burger King Whopper
You
bar.
ate there.
Yes. At
You should be
Disney-
ashamed of yourself
At Universal
for going to Burger King on your trip.
Listen, it was advertised as the Whopper bar.
Yeah.
And it sounded so hype, I had to check it out.
But the second you see there's no Whopper bar, you leave.
It was just a Burger
How
King.
much did you spend on a Whopper in there? Double the amount?
It's only $12.
That's way too much for a
Listen, they had a few extra toppings, I guess. Don't go here. Please don't go here. That was still better than the Cat in the Hat ride, though. And there's my picture of at the Whopper bar.
This list should be invalid now that you said you ate up Burger King.
Listen, I had some good places. We'll get there. Number 61, the Swiss Family Treehouse.
What is this?
This is just like a big treehouse they have where, like, I guess African people or something, they built the houses. You're like
Where's this?
Magic Kingdom, I think. You just like go up some steps. There's some like houses and stuff. It's okay. 60, the Nine Dragons Restaurant. This is over in the Epcot. It's just a Chinese restaurant. It was okay.
What'd you get?
I got some General Tao chicken, some rice. Only good thing I'll say about this place, the waiter was excellent. Cast member, super good. Also, crazy thing about the cast members, every Epcot country only had people of that country working there.
Sounds a little discriminatory to me.
59, another restaurant here, Be Our Guest. So this is based off
Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast, the song Be Our Guest. This place was the second most expensive place in Disney to eat at, I was
What'd you
told.
get? I want a description of this one.
You basically get a 3-course meal, an appetizer. You pick your appetizer, your entree, and your dessert.
What'd you get for Happy Wappies?
We'll get to the appetizer. You know what it is.
Potato skins?
I wish. Well, I had the filet mignon. I had a...
But you get baked potato with that, mashed?
It was a very small portion. You can tell this is a 5-star fancy restaurant with the portion size.
Well, is it actually 5-star, or are they trying to make it look 5-star?
I guess it'll making it look... It was a really good steak, though. It was, like, one of the best steaks
Right
I've
after
ever
U.S.
had.
Food Truck.
It would cost, like, $60 per person. And the dessert was
What'd you get for dessert?
It's like this 3 thing. You get, like, a macaron, this gray stuff. Is that from Beauty and the Beast? I don't know. I never seen Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know if I've seen it either.
But the coolest thing about this...
What was the appetizer?
I'll get to it.
Okay.
But first we saw the Beast. He walks around every so often. He goes, hey, I'm the Beast. But for my appetizer, I got the snails.
Oh.
I ate some snails.
No, what is going on in this picture? The snails are the green things?
Yes, they're in little pockets. They cover it with, like, spices and... I forgot what the green stuff was. Parsley, maybe? I don't know. I ate the actual snail. It tasted like grass with all the stuff.
You ate all
on
of that?
I ate 3 of them.
Okay.
They were very chewy snails. Like so chewy. They took me a while to eat. And a video of me eating the snails will be at the commercial break. So, stay tuned for that. Number 58. Peter Pan's Flight.
I remember this.
This is another funhouse ride. This ride sucks. The only good thing about this ride is the funhouse ride, you go in the sky a little bit. And you get to go see over London and whatever. There's always a 2-hour wait for this ride. This ride is not worth a 2-hour wait.
How long did you wait?
I only waited an hour.
You waited an hour?
It was not worth an hour wait. Do not go to Peter Pan's Flight.
Is an hour...
It's overrated.
Were you waiting like a minimum for an hour for some of these things?
Some of them.
Wow.
It wasn't worth it. 57, Jungle Cruise.
Did you see The Rock?
I did not see The Rock, unfortunately. You just like go around and on a boat. It wasn't worth the wait either. That was another hour wait. I had a very annoying tour guide who made dumb jokes.
Cast member.
She was like a wannabe Margaret Robbie. She plays like Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Believe it or not, she comes up later.
Oh, I guess we'll see her. But she looked like her, and like she made stupid jokes. She's like she implied that she had fake implants, and I'm not kidding that. Anyway, this ride sucks.
Sounds hilarious.
Here's some pictures I got on Google. This is a picture I took. It was a missing cat. Playwright. Number 56, Living with the Land. This is an extremely slow boat ride, funhouse ride. They just show you like how they like some advancements in farming, like how they like plant plants.
And is this
Epcot.
Oh, I was gonna say Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, but it's if you're interested in archaeology.
How long did you wait for this one?
What's the word for farming? Not archaeology.
Agriculture.
Yeah, you're interested in agriculture. Oh, this is no wait.
No one's going on
this. Yeah,
this.
this ride fucking sucks. 55.
So why not, right?
Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. This ride's horrible. It's not even a ride. You sit in a movie theater and the theater moves. And you become a minion. Number 54, Race to New York with Jimmy Fallon. This is the same ride as the Minions ride. You're in a theater. You're like racing Jimmy Fallon. He has like this crazy car. First off, Jimmy Fallon's not funny.
Amen, brother.
If you like Jimmy Fallon,
he's just not funny. The middle schoolers think he's funny.
And let's just talk about this. Why the f*** does Jimmy Fallon have his own ride at Universal?
Branding, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
This just picture looks ridiculous.
Like, it's like one of the first rides you see when you walk into.
So what do? You're in a car with him?
Yeah, it's like the Minions ride. You're in a theater, and there's a big screen. You have 3D glasses on. The theater moves. It sucks.
Trying to stay relevant. We all know more people watch like Hey Babe than they watch that.
More people watch. Oh, they got a podcast.
Yeah, man, brother.
Yeah, listen, number 53, Spaceship Earth.
Ooh.
The only cool thing
this is an Epcot ball?
Yep, you're in the Epcot ball.
I remember this.
You go up and down. They tell you about space. It's okay. Oh, they tell you about the history of technology, I think. I don't know. It's the Epcot ball. 52, Star Tours. The adventure continues.
Boo.
This is the oldest Star Wars ride. It's Like the Jimmy Fallon and Minions ride, but it's even smaller theater. You know, like a little spaceship. CP3O's there. He talks to you. He's kind of funny. There's also this, like, I don't know what they call it, but it shoots water every so often. Big ship from Star Wars. Very basic ride. You just fly in space. And it has a sequel, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. This is basically, I would say, a better version of Mission Earth. Mission to Mars, the orange one. Whatever it's called. Something I forgot to mention about that ride that almost made me throw up and die in the incident report is you're supposed to press buttons because each person has their, like, engineer, captain, whatever, and you're supposed to press a button each time. And back to that Mission Space ride, I could barely move my hand to press the button. I was going so fast. This one's like an easier version of that and more fun. Each player in the spaceship has a role, and you're supposed to press buttons when they light up. The person next to me sucked. They weren't pressing any buttons, so we had a low score. But if you like Star Wars, I'm sure you'll get your rocks off to that. Number 50, Journey into Imagination with Figment. Do you know who Figment is? The little purple dragon?
I have no idea who Figment is, but I see him.
The amount of people with Figment merch on, he's only from this ride.
Okay. Get a better picture of Figment?
Do not. I can look it up, though. This ride is another Funhouse ride. It's like messes with your senses kind of thing. It's okay.
So Figment was created just for this ride?
Yeah, this is Figment.
Okay.
There's
is
so
it
much,
dragon?
Like, even on the flight to get there, there's someone decked out with Figment shirts and bags and stuff. But yeah, it's okay ride. 49, Gorilla Falls Trail. This is another trail. It's basically the zoo. This one was cool, though, because we saw gorillas. And gorillas are one of the best animals.
And this is Animal Kingdom?
Yes. This was a pretty good trek. 48, Kali River Rapids in Animal Kingdom. I got kind of wet. It's not really... You're basically like in like a tube. Yeah, you're wet. You're in a tube, you go down the river. It's okay. It's not really that fun. It's not very fast either. And now we're going to classic tier.
Nice picture with the watermark.
Thank you. Next we have Aliens Swirling Saucers from Hollywood Studios. It's kind of like the Teacups ride, but you're in a spaceship from the Toy Aliens. 46, that was the other tier ride, Mad Tea Party from Magic Kingdom. This is better. It got me a little more dizzy. It is in classic
What's
tier.
the wait in the line for this?
It was instant. Really,
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like these classic rides probably have long waits, no?
This one didn't. You can host a lot of people at once. Next is Woody Woodpecker Nut House Coaster from Universal. I barely fit in this ride. I thought I was going to fall out. It's a kiddie ride, baby ride. It was like a 10-minute wait, though, so I just did it. If you like Woody Woodpecker, go ahead. Next is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. This is the Funhouse ride.
I remember this.
It brings you through the story of Finding Nemo. This was the one where I had multiple scooters in front of me doing 3-point turns, trying to get through the line.
How did they get on these rides?
Oh, because it's an automatic thing, you have to stop it and let them get on. So if you're in the middle of the ride, you're stopping at some point.
Oh, this is one of those things that just keeps going and you hop on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next is the Safari from Animal Kingdom. You have to get lucky with this, I guess.
Probably overrated, eh?
The animals, you get to see some animals. It's okay. I didn't include all the animal pictures because the flamingos and giraffes, crocodiles, shouts crocodiles. Winnie the Pooh. It's another Funhouse ride. It brings you to one of the Winnie the Pooh books. It was kind of a trip. It was like windy in there. Like the book was like being torn apart. You go in like Winnie the Pooh's Nightmare. I don't remember Nightmares from Winnie the Pooh, but
yes,
I did see Tigger. I did see Tigger and Pooh there, and I also saw Pooh Bear. There's a little bit of the ride there. I saw Pooh Bear later. I forgot what this was.
What's he doing?
He was catching butterflies with a little net.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I like Pooh Bear. 41, Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Rock's okay. The food was decent.
It's a theme park chain.
Apparently, this is the biggest Hard Rock Cafe, I think. It was in Universal.
Did you expect a good meal?
I thought it was going to be better. I remember Hard Rock being cool. I guess it's okay. And that was my
Hurricane time, brother.
It was, but like it was in the glass.
That doesn't look good. Just saying.
They fucked me up.
The one at theaters look better.
Number 40, Flight of the Hippogriff. The first of the Harry Potter rides at Universal. I don't know if I want to get into Harry Potter right now at Universal, but it's crazy. They have the castle, they have the village. This flight was kind of like the Woody Woodpecker ride. It's kind of a baby ride. But then 39, the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater.
Wow.
Disney? They put you, this is in the Hollywood Studios. Excuse me. They put you in like a car seat, and it's like they play some like classic movie clips. Nothing too crazy. No Robbie the Robot. What the hell? Food was actually kind of decent. I got like this burger with pulled pork on top. They played Tom and Jerry. Number 38 is the one you're talking about, Soarin'.
I remember that.
You're kind of in the hang glider, and there's a screen in front of you. You go like around the world, and it ends up in Epcot at the end. It's pretty entertaining. Yeah, this is like the hang glider right there, the screen.
Yes!
Here we go, 37, E.T. Now, E.T., it shits on the Peter Pan ride.
And you've never seen E.T.
I've never seen E.T.
It's a great movie.
This movie is...
My dad's favorite.
Yeah, this ride's like the Peter Pan. You go up in the air. It's a funhouse ride. You're on the bikes, as you can see right there.
Wow.
You go to E.T.'s planet. But let me tell you something. So the Peter Pan ride, the coolest part is when you're over London, and like they have like a small London underneath you, so it makes it look big. This one does the same thing with like the moon and the city. It looks way cooler. This ride blows it out of the park. And like, I didn't see E.T., but I'm assuming they recreate the scene where you're on the bike at the end and like the cops are chasing you.
Yep. And right off in the sky.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you go up. It was great. Great ride. That was the first thing I did at Universal.
And this has to be an old ride at this point.
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised it's still there. Like,
Yeah.
the Jaws ride is gone. E.T.'s still there.
And this has got to be next on the list of like rides to go, right?
This ride's cool, though. It was only like a 5-minute wait, too. It was a good ride. Next, 36. Under the Sea, Little Mermaid.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Oh, it'd be E.T. Yeah,
Is that T.T. Jerry?
This is a funhouse ride recreates The Little Mermaid. It was interesting. I liked it. This thing under the sea. You got fish flying everywhere.
Sebastian.
It was a fun ride. I liked it. 35. It's a classic. It's a small world. I don't care what people say. I like this ride.
How long did you wait for this one?
It was my first ride, instant. Because they let you in the park 30 minutes early if you have the hotel. I didn't even talk about the hotel. I don't need to.
What hotel?
Port Orleans Riverside.
Just get a little mention. I think I saw it the other night. We'll get there too.
This ride's fun. Some people hate the song. I like the song. It's catchy.
Let's sing it.
It's a small world after all.
Next.
Also, I happened to see podcast fan James Murray. He was operating the ride right here.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Incredible cast member.
And I took some pictures. I love it. 34. Frozen Ever After. Another funhouse ride. One of the newer funhouse rides. This recreates the Frozen movie. The animatronics, they now have screens on their face. So it looks like an animated screen, basically. In this next picture. You can't really see it, but... yeah, they look kind of weird, but this is an okay ride. The water was not cold. Also waited 2 hours for this.
What do you mean water?
And here's the first one.
Was it a splash?
There's a little bit of a splash. You go down a little bit. And that's my first ride picture. There will be more.
How much you get you for a ride picture? How much you pay for it?
I don't know. I didn't pay for it. 33.
But you did have to pay for it.
Yes, you did pay for
Okay.
it. 33. You know what's crazy about it? You're supposed to like scan your like magic band to activate it. Sometimes we forgot to scan it, but it still worked. So they're like tracking our location, know we're on the ride. They know which seat we're on. That's crazy.
No thanks. No one was tracking me.
That's what you think. You know where the laundry is right now?
They do.
33.
Trick or treating.
The Amazing Adventure of Spider-Man. This is a kind of funhouse ride, but like the screens everywhere.
This is Universal?
Yep. This ride was pretty fun. You walk into like the office of Spider-Man, Peter Parker, what the fuck his name is.
Bruce Wayne.
You basically stop in the Sinister Six. It's a cool ride. And I'm saying that my biggest grip, Universal, too much with the water effects. Like they shoot water at you. They do it too much.
It's cheap.
32, it's a classic. Haunted Mansion. It's okay. Some people say it's like the best ride there.
See Eddie Murphy?
There was no Eddie Murphy. There was no donkey. As you can see, I was very bored from it from the picture.
How much you pay for that?
It's like a pack. You get all of them. Number 31, the Tower of Terror. You go up and down an elevator. It's kind of spooky, I guess. You go up and down really quick too. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And everyone stands in an elevator?
No, you're gonna see. I happened to meet Goofy there. He was in line on the side, looking around, and also
No pic with him?
Max Goof was also the artist. Max, I don't know what he's doing in this picture. Look how creepy he looks. He's like at the end
I
of
don't know who Max Goof is.
That's Goofy's son.
A Goofy has a son?
You know Max Goof?
No,
you never
no
seen
idea.
Goof? You never seen Extremely Goofy movie?
No.
Oh my god, you gotta watch that.
You've never seen E.T.?
You got me there, man. Here's a picture. I'm in the corner right here.
Now, when you buy this pack of photos, you get a photo with every ride you go on?
Yeah,
or
every
you
ride
pay
you go.
individually?
Yeah, you get every ride.
Is that guy in the front? He works there?
It looks like he works there.
The guy in the white shirt?
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't work there?
He does not work there.
What's he wearing?
I don't know. He looks like an elevator guy.
He looks like a postman. Not postman, a cast member.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, whoa, go back. Is it required that people on the right side hold their hands up?
I guess we were falling at that point. I don't know. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. What's up, guys? We're at Disneyland. Snails. I lost one. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. Here's a snail. It doesn't even look like a snail. It's garlicky, buttery. It's going in. It is very chewy.
Quit swallowing. I think the beast is coming. Anyway. It's so chewy. I'm still chewing it. It kind of tastes like grass. That's my review of the snails. Honestly, not that bad. Give it a 6 out of 10.
Alright, so I'm going to take a break from the tier list. I want to talk about Halloween Horror Nights. So this is the haunted houses at Universal they have. They have a themed house. Of the 10, I only did 7. Due to time restraints, the lines are long, even with the Fast Pass. They look okay. Basically, they're all the same, though. You enter a house, there's like spooky guys coming out from the sides. It's okay. It's a little spooky. But they had like cool stuff around. Here's the logo for the haunted houses. Those are the 3 main ones there. The Weekend, the Blumhouse, Halloween.
So the Weekend sponsored this? How's this work?
Guess. They had a partnership. He had his own house. Here's some pictures. They had like little scare zones with like scary people trying to spook you. Let's talk about the houses themselves. So the first one we did was The Weekend, the After Hours Nightmare, based on his newest album that came out. This one was pretty good. It had like strobe effects the whole time. The music was playing distorted Weekend music. I like The Weekend. Personally, I don't know if you really listen to The Weekend.
You know, a couple songs.
Yeah, a couple songs. He's pretty good. I think he's honestly one of the best.
I thought The Weeknd was a band until like a year ago.
I think he's like one of the best, I want to say, musicians. But this one was pretty good, though. And then this one was cooler. The Monsters Legends Collide house. You were in an Egyptian pyramid, and it told a story. The Mummy, the Wolfman, and Dracula, they were kind of like battling it out throughout the house. And like it starts with only the Mummy, and then you turn the corner and you see Dracula staring you down at the end of the hallway, and like he like fights the Mummy, and in the end Dracula does when he kills. At the end he has the Wolfman's head. And he points at you like you're
Spoiler.
next. It's over. So by the time this comes out, I don't think anyone's going to do this.
Well, someone's doing it right now.
Next one was
What?
Bugs Eaten Alive. You're in like a 50s house.
Can I guess what this is?
Yes.
They put you in a very small room with like a closet of mosquitoes.
I wish. This one was kind of unsettling. They had like spider silk hanging everywhere, so you're constantly being touched by spider silk. There was like bug noises everywhere, like buzzing. There was like fake roaches everywhere. There's like they had like cast members like covered in bugs getting eaten
this
alive.
Universal, they're not cast members.
Yeah, whatever they're called. This one was a pretty unsettling one. It's kind of cool though. This one was Descendants of Destruction. It's like a post-apocalyptic subway. The mutants, yeah, whatever.
So you just walk through these places?
You just walk through it, and they like spook you through every corner, like a jump scare. Someone comes out. Oh, back to the Weekend one real quick before I talk about this one. Like one of the best scares, someone was dressed as the wall, and you couldn't really tell, and the wall just jumps out at you with a knife. That was a good spook. But back to this one. This is my favorite house, the Blumhouse. This is a movie production studio, and you can only really appreciate it if you saw these 2 movies. Freaky, which came out 2 years ago, and The Black Phone, which came out this year. Kanzi mentioned that. He watched it.
Yes, he did. Shouts Big K.
That's Big K, we love you. This one basically had to go through the set of each movie. This one was spooky, man. And like if you saw the movies, they did the sets perfectly. And like the scariest thing, there was like banging under the floor. It's like you hear like banging, like it was fucking scary, man. And then next we did the Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. This one was a cool one to go into like a fisherman village in the winter.
Are they different every year?
I think so. I think they repeat some, like the Halloween one there is every
They like
year.
rotate them out?
Yeah. This one was a cool one. I like this one. And then my coolest one, I think, second coolest, Halloween. Michael Myers. It was great. He played the music. He was everywhere, man.
And there's a new Halloween movie. Halloween
Yeah.
Ends?
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but
Disney Springs.
I'll check it out. And quickly, let's get into Disney Springs here. You talked about that on a podcast before. I think you went there again on your trip.
Mistake.
Yeah.
I got a picture of that.
Yeah, here's some pictures. Me with Mr. Potato Head. I did buy shorts there.
What store?
Remember? I forgot what it's called. It was a good store,
Baby Gap.
Baby Gap. I want to give them a shout out, actually. I'll flash them on screen. They were really good, though. I really like those shorts. The Coke store I went to, I bought some Coke merch. Did go to the Coke store. The polar bear was not there again. You told me he wasn't there when you went. I asked. He was going to be there in an hour.
I waited an hour.
Listen, I had reservations, though.
Where?
We had a great tier. First one coming up. The Rainforest Cafe.
The only chain I'm allowing in this list.
Let's go. We got Chaksha. We got whatever the rest of them are called, man. This place is pretty cool in the rainforest. There's thunderstorms every 20 minutes.
What'd you get to eat?
Oh, you know me, man. I had to get the
You got a burger.
jungle burger with the jungle fries. Or safari fries. And I got some nice drinks. I have a cup right here.
Well, what did you get to drink there? Not a hurricane.
I forgot what it's called. It's like some blue drink. It was pretty good. This place is pretty cool, though. If you go to the right one, I heard some of them were bad. They got the malls. But if you go to like a real rainforest cafe, this is awesome, man. You have like shooting stars, like space things in the sky.
Thanks for the invite.
You were invited, man. I was next to the aquarium. They also had payphones in the bathroom. I just had to take a picture just in case.
Did they work?
They did work.
So, while we're on the topic of payphones, before we go to the next slide.
Listen, I was at Animal Kingdom and they had payphones. I was trying to call you, it didn't work. You had a payphone.
Insert photo there.
Gotcha. Number 29, Big Thunder Mountain Railway. Our first roller coaster, I think. No, this is our first real
Where is this?
Magic. This is our first real roller coaster. It's pretty good. It would rate higher if it had a theme. It's just like a railroad. Yeah, whatever. 28, Navi River Journey. This is a funhouse ride based on Avatar. Now, Animal Kingdom now has a whole Avatar section. If you've ever seen Avatar, it's amazing. They have like giant floating mountains and shit. It was pretty good. And the animatronics for this ride are pretty good too. Like they actually had the actual like big blue people. They looked really good. Like they look realistic for being big blue people. And you know,
realistic for not being real.
Yeah, you're on a little boat. It's a fun ride. They had like the bad guy from the movie hanging around. That's the actual ride. Number 21, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Now, I confused this ride because there's another Toy Story ride that's similar to this. You are in a little, like, it's a funhouse ride, but you have a gun, and you shoot targets to get a score. I guess you're helping Buzz Lightyear here. I got a picture of Buzz. Here's a picture of me with Buzz.
Yes.
I'm, like, I'm pogging out right now. Buzz Lightyear's behind me. And as I was sending this to you, look what happened. They got my picture of me sending it to you. So,
this is how you guys lost.
This is how we guys, yeah. They got us. Number 26. It's tough to be a bug. Have you ever been on this show?
Yes.
This show is awesome. It's a 3D show.
15 years ago.
Based on Bug's life. I don't want to spoil it.
But I don't know if I've ever seen the movie.
I've seen it a while ago. The cool thing about this is like the seat interacts with you a little bit. I won't spoil it, but it interacts with you.
That's what I remember.
Not in the way you think. Like, I'll spoil it. There's like bee stings and like
That's what I remember.
little things poke out from behind you. There's a scene where roaches are leaving, so
Is
there's
that
like little
in
bumps
the big tree?
below you.
It's
Yes.
in the big tree, right?
Yeah, near the big tree. It's a good ride. It's a good show. I mean, I would recommend it. It's funny. 25, Men in Black, Alien Attack. This is kind of like the Buzz Lightyear ride. You have.
Did you see Will Smith on this one?
Will Smith was here. He was introducing the ride. You shoot targets. My gun was broken. It was fun though, because you spin around really fast. That's cool. We saw the little Shrimpy guides in our office. It was awesome. You seen Men in Black, right?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. Next up, Avatar: Flight of Passage. This is another ride similar to Soarin', but you're on the bird from Avatar and you're flying through the Avatar world. It was cool. It was really fun. And like your seat you're on like breathes like the bird. It was cool. It was like Soarin' but better. I definitely recommend. That line was crazy. I use a fast pass.
And even with the fast pass, how long do you wait?
I mean like 20 minutes. No, not that. I mean like 10 minutes. It was a good ride though. I recommend this. Next up is Test Track. Shout out to Chevy for sponsoring this one. They're also the sponsor of this podcast. Thank you, Chevy. This ride's cool. You're in a car, not that car. You're in this car. Here's my picture. It basically like so you first off you build a car, which is just an excuse to make the line go by. I guess whatever. It's dumb. But then you apply it to the actual. So the ride doesn't change at all. But like you go through like certain things like slippery conditions, speed, efficiency, whatever, and it tells you how your vehicle you made would compare to what they did, and they give you a score at the end. My vehicle sucked, but it was a fun ride. You go really fast.
So you make it as a group? I don't like that.
Like, me and her made it together, then each one was separate, and then they compare all of us together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They put everything together.
But you go really fast. You go like 70 miles an hour at one point. This is the ride I was talking about earlier, the other Toy Story ride.
I think I went on this thing.
This is fun. This is Toy Story Mania.
Not to be confused with Hulkamania.
Yeah, give it to me. You have targets. You go around crazy. You have 3D glasses. It's a really fun ride. You compete with their whole cart you have. And the ride's pretty cool because the line is like big toys. Like you have a Lincoln Log House. You have a Mr. Potato Head. You have like Uno cards everywhere. It's a cool ride. I like it when the line's cool. So I'm like a little pick of that. And here's the actual ride. Number 21, the Simpsons ride. A very cool ride because I'm not the biggest Simpsons fan, but I can appreciate some Simpsons every now and then.
Yeah.
I like the Krusty Land design. You're basically in the car. It's stationary. It moves around. That's the oxymoron, but you know what I mean.
It doesn't move? Wait,
it doesn't go anywhere, but like
okay.
it like rotates and like goes up and down. And there's a 3D screen in front of you. And basically, shout outs to...
Krusty.
No, who plays Frasier? Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah.
He voices Sideshow Bob. He was the villain of this ride. It was a good time. I also got a huge apple fritter from the donut place. Let me tell you about the Simpsons place at Universal. There's so many food spots there. There's like Moe's, there's Quickie Mart, there's Duff, there's this donut place, there's a pizza one I didn't even see, Luigi's, whatever it's called. I got an apple
Duff.
fritter. Yeah, Duff.
I'm more of a Pat the Patriot beer.
Yeah,
Ale.
give it to me, man.
Which we find out they're the same drink.
Yeah.
Remember that?
When are they gonna make a Family Guy land? I'll go there.
Yeah, that'll be in Pawtucket.
Next is number 20, Transformers The Ride. Let me get to it. This is a cool ride. It's like
I know what's going on.
it's like a funhouse ride. It's very similar to the Spider-Man ride, but I
These
think
all rides sound the same thing, like the same.
they're a lot of the same. But this one's cool. I don't know nothing about Transformers. Optimus Prime was there talking to you, and a special thing about this ride that also gave us some bonus points. That's the actual ride. Jokers. They did this challenge there. There's Murr. Big fan of the podcast.
Yes, shout out to Murr Fund. You can still donate.
Yep. So they do a little thing there. It was a good time. 19, Dinosaur. This is another funhouse ride. The car's going uppity, bouncy, crazy. This is based on the movie Dinosaur. I've never seen it. Misha saw it. I never heard of it. But
This is Disney?
yeah, this is Animal
It's just
Kingdom.
called Dinosaur?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You go back in time before the meteor hits, I guess, and you have to like get a dinosaur back to the present. It's a cool ride. There's some dinosaurs in there. Oh,
Is that real?
Bill Nye was there. I don't know if it's real. There's me looking at this is when the T-Rex pops out.
Shout outs to the Phillies fans there. They're going to lose to Houston.
Do they lose these?
The World Series is on right now. Literally on tonight.
Hey, we'll put it on screen if they win or not.
I think it's tied 1-1.
And here we go. 18. Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Trap Barges. Now, if you want to go back to earlier slide, the Cowley River Rapids, that ride was shit. This ride's amazing. You go down a river. It's like the same ride. You get absolutely soaked. I got super soaked.
Does that say
on this ride.
Thad?
Where?
Above the
Oh, Thad's? Does it say Thad? Dars 10 minutes wait, I think it says.
Yeah, that's what it says.
It could be say that. But this
Right
ride,
here it says that.
this ride was really fun. You go down a river. There's lots of drops. It's Popeye themed. I love Popeye. He's
Do
a
you?
classic.
You have some spinach?
Yep. Here's the comic strip area they have at Universal. I thought that was pretty cool. I used to be a big fan of the Sunday Funnies. And now we go to number 17, Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a classic ride. I love this ride. This is probably the best funhouse ride they have. That's a basic funhouse ride. You go on a
Was Johnny
boat.
Depp there?
He was there. We saw some boats. There's a little drop. It's great. Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Have you been on this ride?
I've been on the ride. I've seen the first couple movies.
It's honestly great. And then number 16, the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. This is a roller coaster we waited a long time for. It's a cool ride.
How long?
Maybe an hour and a half.
Man.
Yeah, this is long rides, man. This is a cool ride, though. I definitely recommend it. And
You
at
should
the
see
end,
what I did in an hour and a half.
you can see what I can do in 30 seconds. Listen, at the end here, you see the Snow White house with all those drawers and they dance around the animatronics. It's pretty cool. And here's a picture. Now, fun fact about this: these two people in front of us, they were foreign. I think they may have been Swedish, maybe or French. They were in front of us the whole line. we saw them the last day at Universal. We walked by them.
Are they wearing the same thing?
No, but I recognized them. But that was a little quirky link there. Number 15, Muppet Vision 3D. This is a super funny show if you love the Muppets. Even if you don't love the Muppets. If you don't love the Muppets, go home. Stop watching my podcast. Get out of here. You're banned. This ride's hilarious. Show's hilarious. Swedish Chef makes an appearance. The two old guys make an appearance.
We don't have a Muppet Elder God?
Not
we'll
yet.
We'll work on it.
I'm thinking Swedish Chef, but we'll see what happens. I love them all. I love Gonzo. I love Kermit. I love Honeydew. I love Fozzie Bear. I love Animal. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy was pretty funny in this. This is a great show. Go watch it. And there's Kermit. And it's me entering the theater. And here we go. Our last tier, Elder God tier. These are the best rides at Disney and Universal. Starting with Planet Hollywood. It's actually a restaurant. This restaurant shits on Hard Rock Cafe. This is Hard Rock Cafe, but for movies instead of music.
What did you get at Hard Rock to eat?
Hard Rock, I got a burger.
Okay.
This place, I also got a burger.
How many burgers did you eat?
I elaborate. But listen, you know why I ate burgers here? Because Guy Fieri was sponsoring this place. He had the Tri-Fries. He had all his burgers here. I got the mac and cheese burger finally. It was delicious.
Hey, you want to go to Guy's place after this?
I think we should. It's open.
Big on a hurricane?
They had hurricanes? Oh, man. They probably do. Oh, I don't know if they had spiked Kool-Aid. I probably should have looked. But I also have something else on their own menu. They had Captain Crunch battered chicken tenders. They were actually pretty good. And surprisingly...
Do you get that as an Appy Wappy?
Yeah. They had a big giant screen, basically, like, blasting, like, crazy music videos and stuff. We had, like... I don't have a picture of it, really, but...
Go back. Where's Happy Birthday Thad?
I was thinking about doing it. But we had, like, a super good seat, like, right in front of it on the third floor. So it was, like, basically right in front of us. Super good time. They had this at the bottom, and they also had, like, costumes from movies. So this is Jim Carrey's Riddler. Cool. They also had, like, Star Wars ones. I saw some other ones. I think I saw Men in Tights was near me. It was pretty cool. And here we go.
How is this not number one? What is number one if this isn't?
I wanted to put an actual ride as number one. But number 13, I met Shrek and Donkey.
Where was Fiona?
She wasn't there. Right? That was just a picture I got on Google. But that's me entering the area. That's me seeing the area. And that is me with Shrek. I finally met Shrek. It was a great time.
That's the happiest I've ever seen you. Not even
I was genuine happiness. The coolest thing about this is Donkey talks to you. He like talks to everyone who comes up. And
is he talking like while you're taking this pic?
Yes.
Like, hey, get in there.
And here's the reveal of what he said to me. I go up, he's like, hey, who are you? And I said, oh, I'm Thad. He's like, Thad, where are you from? I said, Massachusetts. And he's like, so what do you do with there in Massachusetts? And I say, I think about Shrek all day. And then Donkey gets like quiet. He's like, oh, what?
Didn't know what to say.
He's like, this guy's kind of weird. He's like, should we call security on this guy? Yeah, get away from him, Shrek. This guy's a creep.
He said that?
Yeah. That's what he said. So I creeped Donkey out at Universal. And then as he's saying that, Shrek's giving me a high five. Like, thank you for thinking about me all day.
Shrek had to sanitize his hands after that.
Yeah, and then afterwards he said, nice shirt.
Yeah, where'd you get the shirt?
Shouts to Salvis. He got me that Shrek shirt. Ka-ching! And that was a great time. Shout out Shrek. Number 12.
Wait, did you know he was going to be at that time? Or do they rotate him?
Oh, so when I got there...
Because they see you... It was the DreamWorks area.
Yeah.
Is Kung Fu Panda there sometimes?
I don't know. But this is the Shrek. This is only Shrek, this thing.
Okay.
But he wasn't there when I got there. I went on the Woody Woodpecker ride. He was back. But you went there to see Hulk Hogan. I went there to see Shrek.
Yes.
Number 12, Space Mountain. It's a roller coaster. It's in the dark. There's like those crazy lights and stuff. It's a great ride. Shout out to this guy in front of me. He knew when the camera was.
Yeah.
How many times did you do this ride? You know where the camera was. It was a cool ride though. It was exhilarating. It was a thrill ride, as they call it. 11, Expedition Everest. This is a Animal Kingdom ride. You're in the Himalayas. No, you're not Everest. And there's a Yeti chasing you, I guess. It's a cool ride. You go backwards at one point. There's drops. There's the mountain. There's me in the back. Number 10, Rocket Roller Coaster, featuring Aerosmith. This ride is kind of like Space Mountain, but it's Aerosmith themed. You go 60 miles per hour really quick. No joke.
You know what there isn't?
What?
A Rush themed ride.
Oh, yeah. I wish it was a Kiss ride, though. Sorry.
We'll get to that later. This Kiss is getting a mention.
Oh, John and Oates ride? That'd be awesome. Listen.
Hall and Oates.
John
and Oates.
Yeah. And here's a picture of me. That's me when it goes off. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, look at the guy behind you.
He knew it was coming. This ride's crazy, though. In a limousine. And And number 9, Slinky Dog Dash. What an underrated ride. What a surprise. It's a pretty cool roller coaster. You go up and down. It's a fun ride. And the coolest thing about this ride is, like, the line gives you lore on the ride. Oh, there's a picture of me in it.
It's you very confused about the lore.
Yeah. I was thinking about the lore. So Andy combined 2 of his toys, a roller coaster building kit he had, but then you can see he drew Slinky Dog to combine the 2. And, like, the whole ride is the box for the roller coaster, but he had Andy, like, making drawings over how he changes it to the Slinky Dog Dash. So it's not the dash and dodge, it's now the Slinky Dog Dash.
Something you'd never know unless you went on this.
I know, it's a cool ride. Number 8, it's a classic, Splash Mountain, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. This ride is a guaranteed classic. Would you agree?
I guess.
You never been to Splash
I don't
Mountain?
think so. I never heard of it.
Splash Mountain? You never heard of Splash Mountain?
Maybe we've heard of it. I don't know if
It's
that's
the
what
one.
it is.
It's the one where you go down the fucking mountain. And
And they have one at Six Flags.
It's a good ride. There's me on it.
Oh, okay.
Number 7, Harry Potter Escape from Gringotts. This ride's pretty cool. In the Gringotts Bank, you're escaping. There's some drops. It's a fun time. Voldemort comes after you. The Harry Potter here is pretty cool. There's dragon breathe fire every so often.
Harry Potter was in the doors of the elevator in my hotel every time it closed.
Yeah, shut up. Number 6. Now, this is another underrated, didn't see it coming, actually good ride.
That was the Great American Movie Ride that closed.
Oh, really?
And they gimmicked it up to Mickey and Minnie BS.
This ride is good, though. This is a upgraded version of the Funhouse ride where, like, it's kind of like magnets on the floor or something. I don't know. And, like, you go all over the place. This ride's cool because, remember I was telling earlier, every so often, some rides have, like, you watch a movie, then the door opens, you go to the next one. This one, the screen explodes. I don't know how they do it. And it like pulls open, and you walk into the screen. You're in the cartoon, and you're in the cartoon. The animatronics, it looks so good. You're in the Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Is the president's?
That's what it looks like
still
in
there?
there. Yeah, I didn't do it. I was waiting a little bit, but the show wasn't starting, so I just left. But this ride, definitely wait in line for it. It's a good one. Number 5, Ratatouille. Yeah, screw you, man. Ratatouille's awesome.
No, Stuart Little all the way.
This Ratatouille ride's awesome. You're a little mouse.
It's terrible.
You're getting chased.
Disgusting.
You're getting chased by the chef. This ride's so good. It's like the Mickey ride with the magnets.
Disgusting.
It's a great ride. And then the last one, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance. Once again, you're in the magnets. You're escaping a Death Star area. The Darth Vader clone's chasing you.
I've
What's
never
his
seen
name?
Star
Kylo
Wars.
Ren. He like comes through the ceiling at one point with a lightsaber. It's pretty cool. And the coolest thing about this ride is that like you start off on the good guy ship, then you get kidnapped, and you open a door, and there's a bunch of stormtroopers on the enemy ship. It's pretty cool. I was talking about like magnets, like glide across the screen. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. This is a ride kind of like Soarin', but you go like almost upside down. You go into some iconic scenes. The dragon's chasing you. You go through the Whomping Willow, the Dementors. If you like Harry Potter, and this is in the castle.
Never seen it.
You ever seen Harry Potter?
Never. Never will.
We'll see about that. This ride is really cool. And then the number 2 is another Harry ride, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. This is a ride that broke down, so we waited in line for 3 hours. It was
You
worth
spent
it.
3 hours in this line.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Man,
This is a crazy ride. You're in a motorcycle.
Wait. It was broken down and you still got on it?
Yeah, man, give it to me. This ride's really cool, though. The motorcycle, my hands are all red from holding the handlebars. You go crazy, you drop down, you go sideways. The motorcycle sound like boom, boom, boom. You go off the tracks almost. Like you go up and like there's no track, and you go backwards. It was a cool ride. Highly recommend Hagrid.
Before
And
you
also, rest in peace, Hagrid. His actor died.
Now, before
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
Alright.
What was his name?
I don't know his name. His name's Hagrid, though.
Is number 1 next?
Number 1 is next.
This is going to be big. We went through 68 slides.
Yeah.
Okay, is that a hint?
It's on Epcot. It's
You
new.
wanna know?
It's the newest ride at Disney.
Hint?
You won't know what it is.
Give me a hint.
It's a Marvel ride.
Okay. Wait.
If you've been to a movie theater, they advertise that at Cinemark.
I've heard about this, but go ahead.
Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. There's a picture of us.
Wait, where were you?
There. The hair is going crazy. This ride is Space Mountain on crack. There's rockin' music playing. This basically takes the best of Aerosmith and Space Mountain together. You're helping the Guardians of the Galaxy.
ELO in there and everything?
I couldn't even understand what was going on because the ride is so insane. You drop, you go sideways, you go all over the place. And what's special about this ride is there's no line. Well, there is a line, but you have to reserve a reservation. So you have to get a reservation.
That's what reservations are.
Yeah, you have to get a reservation. Yeah, but you basically have to get a reservation to get on this ride. And they drop at 7 o'clock. They sell out not sell out, but
That's what I've heard.
they fill up instantly.
Where you have to have a spot for it.
But this ride was awesome. It was definitely worth it.
Wait, Wolfman in front of you?
Yeah, it looks like the wolf. No, these are two women. This is Misha's another woman. The hair is going covering them because that's how crazy we're going. But that was my tier list. I also bought some merch over here. I put a picture up earlier.
Give us a little tour of it.
I bought all the Shrek stuff I needed at
You got a plush
Universal.
collection now?
I also bought a Ratatouille plush. I don't know why. I just wanted a Ratatouille.
How much was a Ratatouille plush?
That was $40.
You spent $40 on that?
And then I also got an exclusive Coca-Cola Santa Pop. I knew I bought something I was going to show you. But this one's cool because it has a little Coke bottle. It's Santa Coke. It's a pop figure. Come on. It's cool. This is a cool pop.
Oh, I like that.
And I also got some stuff for you if you want to get into it.
Yeah, since we're doing your Disney, let's do it now. I've got some for you for later, so.
Oh, giggity. Close your eyes.
They were never open. I missed the whole slideshow.
All right. You can open your eyes. Got you a t-shirt.
Yes!
I got you a Stitch t-shirt here. Because we once got a great picture with Stitch. We met him. Remember?
Yes, we did. Wait. Oh, this is cool. Thank you, man. It's a nice navy blue.
All right. And I also got you one other thing.
Oh, cool.
What did I say? I don't know. It's
This is classic Stitch.
The year came out.
Yeah, 2002.
Now I have something special here.
What's this thing? What's this tail?
Something special here for you. Sit down. Now this is
Christmas comes early.
2 special blind boxes for the 50th anniversary.
Happy birthday.
These have gold Disney characters of all movies. So I'm going to let you pick which box you want.
Let's see what we got for options.
So this one I have right now, the options are Mickey, Pooh Bear, Dumbo, Stitch, the cat from Alice in Wonderland, Jiminy Cricket, the woman from Incredibles. I can't tell who that is.
Well,
Tinkerbell. And
yours is different than mine.
Yep, and this one has Kangaroo.
Take a look at that one.
And this one has Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Simba, Woody, Bambi, R2-D2, Puma.
Is that the guy from that ride?
Is it Figment?
Figment.
Oh, no, that's... No, I think that's,
Figment.
It is Figment. I thought that was the fucking Winnie the Pooh kangaroo.
I want
Let me take some pictures of these.
Donald Duck.
I'm gonna take the other ones. Oh, it's a horrible picture.
But I also want a classic Mickey.
Hey, listen, because I love you so much,
I'm gonna go.
if you get a bad one and I get a good one and you want it, I'll let you have it.
I want to go. I want to take the gamble with a classic Mickey.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. I'll let you open yours first. I want to make sure these pictures saved.
And where'd you get these? Which park?
This was at Disney
Hotel?
Springs. Actually, no. What did I get these? Oh, I got these at Animal Kingdom, actually.
It's in a little gold paper here.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about the 50th anniversary stuff. 50th anniversary merch out the fucking window. Everything. Oh, Sal's shaking his head.
I got Mickey.
He got Mickey! Oh my god! That's Elder God Fate right there.
I took the gamble. The only one I wanted out of this crew. Except maybe Stitch.
Why is this like focusing?
Figment would have been cool too.
Oh.
Just because we don't know who he is. Looks like he's bent, but he's not.
That's a cool one.
Or is he?
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's just his style.
You can move him up. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Alright, so let's see who I got. What if I get Minnie Mouse?
Wait, let me guess it. Let me see if I can do it again.
I'm hoping I get... I honestly don't care.
You're getting
Mickey Mouse? Minnie Mouse? Oh, I want Goofy.
I'm saying you're getting Goofy. You're getting
I
Goofy.
want Goofy. I got Goofy! We did not... I swear we did not open these before.
Oh, see, you know what yours has that mine doesn't? That little plastic piece to keep it standing.
Oh, maybe
right here. Or maybe it's in that.
Yeah, maybe
thing.
Which one's yours?
The one in the box.
Oh. I think they gift you. Smell good? Smell freshly made?
Straight from China.
Alright.
Thad, while you were hanging around at Universal and Disney,
Yeah.
stuck in these theme parks, stuck giving your money,
Yeah, I wasted a lot of money.
Disney food,
It's a lot.
paying $80 for snails and $40 for plushies, I squeezed an incredible amount of ribbing in 2 days.
Oh, yeah, give it to me.
You flew back, Tuesday?
Yes.
I flew out Thursday.
Yeah.
To no one's knowledge. There was only maybe 3 people that knew I was going on this trip.
Your dad?
My dad, yes, he drove me to the airport.
And Scuba.
Scuba and my mom, I guess, and my sister who fed Scuba's cat.
You really?
Yeah, she has a key. Remember
don't
that,
know?
Steve.
We don't have a key, but Sister.
Flight. This is how this starts. Flight scheduled for 7:30 p.m. We get there at, I don't know, 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple delays, plane finally left the ground at 12:15 a.m.
Yeah.
After being delayed 7 hours in the airport. And let me tell you, people at Bradley, if you're listening, we know that you are. Do not close everything in your airport at 8 and 9 o'clock. I go to get something at McDonald's after the flight was then delayed for 11:45.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're closed. They closed 10 minutes ago at 9.
That's funny. I had a shitty McDonald's experience too at Bradley.
Tell us.
It was for breakfast. I wanted some ketchup for my sandwich, my breakfast sandwich. I go up, and there's nobody there, so there's like a woman standing there. I say, "Oh, can you give me ketchup?" And she's like, "Ask manager, ask manager." I'm like, "There's no." I was confused, like, "What?" She's like, "Manager, ask." And I'm like,
No, she can't get the ketchup. Are they limited?
there was no one there, so she like goes, just walks up, looks around. There's no one there, and I get a little rude that I'm like, "Yeah, there's no one here. Can I get some ketchup?" And she gets to me and say, "Well, is that really hard?"
I tried to avoid eating at the airport as much as possible. I
You have to get hungry.
I ate before I got there, thinking I was going to leave 2 hours later.
There's nothing to do. You
And I
gotta do
left
something.
7 hours later. Everything closed in this airport. The flight was delayed an hour at one point, then 2 hours, and then ended up being close to 6 hours delayed.
Oh my god.
Nothing was open. I had 2 donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. McDonald's was closed. Everything was closed. If the people on this plane, there was nowhere to get a water. There was nowhere to get a soda. Everything was closed for 3 hours.
What was your airline?
Frontier.
I haven't been to Frontier.
Yeah, well, don't.
Okay, well.
I didn't choose this flight. Let's just say that. But everything in this airport was closed. We must have paced that airport, no lie, 25 times. I didn't want to sit. There was nothing to do. It was bad. But we finally got up.
Screw Brad.
Now we're calling the hotel a couple times, letting them know we're going to be late. We're calling the rental car. We're going to be late. We landed in Orlando. First of all, I had seat 41D.
Yeah.
The very last seat in the entire plane.
Okay.
Well, Scuba Steve said he wanted to pay a premium to get a larger seat and paid $60 for his seat in row 12.
Oh my god.
You know when you get off the plane and you got to take the tram
Yeah.
in Orlando?
Yeah.
Our big thing was we got to get to the rental car as fast as possible.
Yeah.
He got off the tram, got off the plane, got on the tram, got to the rental car, and waited another almost 25 minutes before I got off the plane and to where he was. That's how slow these people were walking at 12 a.m. Also, to add, I'm only on the airplane right now, but they finally get on the plane, and it's almost midnight. We were supposed to be there 2 hours before that in Florida.
Yes.
Pilot explains, we had a tire issue, there were weather issues, and other mechanical issues. He's telling people who've been waiting in an airport. Some people were there before we were because we immediately went to go check the gate,
Mm-hmm.
He's telling these people at 12 a.m. That there were mechanical issues. It doesn't affect me, but I'm sure some people were like, oh my God, I don't want to get in a plane with mechanical issues. Not my deal.
I wouldn't really want to.
Not my deal, but I was just like, can we... I fell asleep. I was just like, let's get there. We get there. Shout out to Abdul at Thrifty Rental Car. This was 3 a.m. He was not ribbing a little bit, but he wasn't going fast. He was like trying to be funny. You guys here for Halloween weekend? I go, yeah. I was ribbing back, but I was like, let's get us a car.
Yeah.
Also, mystery car. It was a Toyota Corolla. Also, shouts to Lucas at the hotel who checked us in at 4 a.m.
Wait, Lucas from band class?
No.
Oh.
Not that guy.
Okay, good.
But I got about 3 hours of sleep that night.
All right, what was in the book?
Terrible time.
Day one.
Terrible
What
time.
was in the plans?
Day one, we didn't have too many plans. First thing we did, got some breakfast, went to Walmart. Had to get essentials. Got a case of water. We got a bag of apples. We snacked on apples the whole time. No peanut butter. He wanted peanut butter. We missed the peanut butter. Then we went to Publix and we missed the peanut butter. We did a little bit, just driving to see wherever we were going to go. Hit a couple Walmarts. Had lunch. One things we had to do when we were in Naples a couple years ago now, almost a couple years ago, we ate at a Ford's Garage, which is a Ford restaurant. Had one of the best burgers I ever had there, and that was in Estero, Florida. I knew there was one in Orlando. That was on the bucket list. So we go. We have an excellent lunch, sitting outside. Beautiful weather. Absolutely beautiful. Sat at the bar. Bill was fantastic. Bill looked like he could not just pour us a drink, but could fix our Ford. That's what Bill was like.
Damn.
Excellent Bill.
I couldn't do that.
At the Orlando outlets there. Great. Walked the outlets a little bit, ribbed a little bit. And then we're like, we got to see the ocean while we're here. So we drove a little over an hour to Cocoa Beach, east. We wanted to go west, but west was a little further on our for time constraints. Cocoa Beach is not far from where the Kennedy Space Center is, so that was cool. Could see that from the beach.
Charles Kennedy, Elder God.
There's an Elder God podcast sticker over at Cocoa Beach.
Nice. There's one at Universal. Couple.
Went to this place called Sandbar Sports Grill. Had some dinner before we headed back to Orlando.
Nice.
So we headed back to Orlando. Went to the Florida Mall.
Was it nice?
Oh, again, nice mall, big mall. They have a Sears, which is cool.
To
Eastfield.
Eastfield?
Oh, 10 times better than Eastfield.
Damn.
It's one of the biggest. I think it's probably the biggest mall in Florida.
It's called Florida Mall.
That'd
be the biggest mall.
Then went to a Walmart, of course. Had to hit up as many Walmarts as I could. Also, before that, in the afternoon, I went by Hogan's Beach Shop to kind of check it out. Hogan, by the way, Hogan was doing an autograph signing at his store, which we'll get into the next day. But that was the whole purpose of this trip, to go down and see Hogan. So I went down to Hogan's shop, which was just down the road from our hotel, probably 5-minute ride. And I said, I was talking to the guy in there, and I had my Hogan shirt on already. I bought this bandana. And he said they sold 500 tickets to the signing the next day. So I was like, oh man, what? He said, be ready. It's going to take a while. So
Hulk Hogan.
So we'll get there.
The actual Hulk Hogan.
The actual Hulk Hogan. He has a store there. So then later at night, we went to a free amusement park called Fun Stop. You just walk around. They have rides and stuff. You just pay for the rides and you get a pass.
You get a ride?
That was in Orlando. I didn't. We walked around, played some air hockey.
Okay.
So that was cool. And of course, where do you stop at 12 p.m. on a Friday night?
Here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
Waffle House, baby. Waffle House. Great time at Waffle House in Orlando. Not far from International Drive where we were and where the Hogan Beach Shop was. So the next morning, Saturday morning, we get a little bit of sleep. Not too much sleep, because when you're doing stuff like this, sleeping is not important. It's all about ribbing. Got to have a nice coffee, right, in the morning.
Yeah,
Got to have a nice breakfast.
Of course.
So we traveled to downtown Orlando.
Ooh.
Something I didn't think I was going to dabble with.
Were you safe? You have a thing on you?
Might be one of the most beautiful downtowns I've ever been to. Incredible. Went to a cool coffee shop. I've got a picture here. Bink's Coffee Shop, downtown Orlando.
Binks. I like the name.
So then we're like, we got to explore downtown Orlando. We walk. We find this absolutely beautiful park. Lake Eola Park. I couldn't believe it. This is downtown Orlando. We just walked the whole park.
I like it.
Unreal. There's me. Hogan bandana. Roddy Piper tattoo.
Now.
T-shirt. We rode scooters.
I saw that. Scuba sent me a Snapchat of you on a scooter.
Hope we can put that in the video.
Yeah.
Cool little Walt Disney amphitheater down there. So we're walking and we see. Also, here's me and Gandhi.
The real Gandhi?
Yeah, me and real Gandhi.
Is that where he's buried? Damn, I didn't know he was buried in Orlando.
We went to the Orange County, downtown Orlando library, where they were having a big Halloween celebration.
I love a good library. I'll tell you that right now.
This was an awesome library. Everybody was hanging out. Good times, had by all. And I had to do some reading while I was there, right?
Yeah.
So what do you read when you go to the library?
Dr. Seuss?
When the Great Gatsby and Of Mice and Men.
Oh!
Death of a Salesman on Around. I found an F. Scott Fitzgerald book. So I hope that fits it. But it was a very nice library, several floors. Librarian was very nice. She actually thought we were taking out books.
Did you?
No. But we reviewed the
library. You could have done another flight to return it.
But it was a cool lib. After that, we flew. We drove back to Orlando, down where we were, to go to Hogan's Beach Shop.
Yeah.
So at this point, the signing was 2 to 6. I wanted to do Hogan's Beach Shop last, but we're almost there. After the beach shop, I'll explain it. But Steve, while I was at the beach shop doing the Hulk Hogan autograph signing, took the car and drove about an hour north to visit his grandfather, God rest his soul, at a national military cemetery.
You didn't go?
I did not, because I was... And I walked back to the hotel. It was hot. It was sweating.
Damn!
I went to the world's largest McDonald's. No, it was a nice walk. I walked down there.
And Grimace?
I took a shower. No Grimace. I saw a guy wearing a Grimace shirt, though.
That was my uncle.
But yeah, I went back to the hotel, took a shower, got ready. And then I was like, we need dinner. Fast. We didn't have lunch. We only had that breakfast. I was doing my thing. He was doing his. So I was like, let's just dabble Disney Springs. What a mistake that is on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, he's busy.
Insane.
I went to that Planet Hollywood the previous Saturday.
We parked, walked around, literally, and left. It was just jam-packed.
You got on Planet Hollywood. Oh my
and
God.
so we got in, and where did we go? A second Ford's Garage. Kissing me this time. No bill, but shouts to Sheba, the bartender here. Sheba was incredible.
It's a dog breed.
She was great. This place was rocking on a Saturday night. Yeah. There was a little shopping area. The place was going nuts. People in costumes. Kids having a good time. I danced with the Pillsbury Doughboy. Did you see that video?
I saw that video.
I got a picture with Pillsbury Doughboy. You're seeing it now. That guy was having a great time. After that, I had a burger there too. Incredible. We went to the second free amusement park, Fun Stop of Kissimmee, which is
what
also...
is this place? What is Fun
I'll show you the
Stop?
pictures. Which was... I'm just trying to get through this. Which was next to Old Town, which is a whole shopping area, and that place was rocking too. Live music. In the 2 days, I jam-packed. Not one person did I meet that wasn't having a good time or was being a pain. The people at work, at the places I was at, the people having a good time. Check out this guy. I was dancing with this guy. He was going all over the place just ribbing.
I guess
I literally danced with this guy. So after that, we do the whole thing. Where do we end up again?
Waffle
At 1 a.m. Waffle House.
You get waffles?
A different one. No,
Did you
I
see
had a hash brown
Hot
bowl.
Sauce Boy?
No Hot Sauce Boy. I was hoping to see Hot Sauce Boy. Didn't run into him.
Must have been busy that night.
So now let's get to the main event. Also, back to this free amusement park. This is also housekeeping. Underrated band Kiss. Look at that pinball machine.
Yeah, shout out to Kiss, man.
Strutter.
They're underrated.
They are. Oh, shoutouts. I did go to Disney Springs quickly, and I got the same picture you did there. Just for this podcast.
It's the same picture.
There was something else I took. Oh, that. I thought that was a cool picture at night, but you had one there too.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah, Disney Springs was a mess. Shouldn't have gone there, but we did. And I don't regret it. It was a good time. I do regret going, I
You went
guess.
to Universal.
No.
I thought you went to Universal. I saw something with Shrek.
Oh, that was when I had breakfast. There was one of those wax museums, and that was on the wall. The best part of doing this rib and not telling people you're going is how do I show them that I'm there?
Yeah.
So all morning I was already there, and I'm like, I gotta send them a picture of something. And then I saw Shrek, and I said, damn.
I thought you were at Universal.
So the main event was this trip. I was going to see Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He has a store in Orlando, and he's a store in Clearwater where he lives.
Nice.
Just about
Shouts,
hour 40 minutes west around Tampa. And he only does maybe one a year, these signings.
Is he had to pay for the sign?
And I needed to meet Hulk Hogan. I met him years ago. Didn't get a picture. I had a couple things signed, but I was like, what's better than meeting Hulk Hogan in his store in Florida? That's what it's all about, brother.
Yeah, facts.
So I got a couple figures to get signed. I get the pass, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go. Next time he does a signing, I'm going. So I did. This was about 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance.
Damn.
And it's like I said, you pay to meet him, you get a photo, a couple autographs, and it's from 2 to 6. And I'm like, how long am I gonna wait in line? What's this deal gonna be? The staff in there, absolutely incredible. Great people.
It was Hulk Hogan's family, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. I think it was.
Everyone was brothers. So I get there, and I'm getting in line, and it's hot, but not too bad. And I'm getting that Florida sun, and we're just wrapped around the building. I was there maybe an hour, 45 minutes total. So Steve left. Like I said, he went to a cemetery, and I'm making friends in line. We're chatting the whole time. Shouts to Brian, the guy behind me, great guy. He works at Publix down there.
Did he plug the podcast?
Don't worry. So I know Hogan's a great guy. I met him a couple times.
Did you get a Christmas interview with Hulk Hogan?
On the Patreon.
Okay.
So they're only letting people in, maybe 20 people in the store at a time. So then everybody's done, then they'll bring another group in. And I'm seeing people who are dressed like Hogan. People got Hogan tattoos. The guy in front of me, I got a picture, you'll see, had Hogan on the whole calf. There's a couple in front of me, a couple people in front of me. He gets up there. Hogan stops everything and goes, "Hey, brothers, this guy shaved his legs for today." And you can tell his one leg was shaved. He had Hogan sign his leg next to this tattoo, and then was going to go get it autographed. But it was hot, and it was humid.
Oh, that's good.
How is he not going to smudge that? How is that going to not sweat? Crazy. Out of the people that I was with, I was definitely the one that traveled the furthest. So when I get to Hogan, I do the whole brother hug, the whole handshake deal.
Yeah.
The staff was great. They took pictures of the whole thing. But I got 2 figures signed. The Hollywood Hulk Hogan Classic Superstars, representing his time with the NWO, and the Survivor Series 1989 Hogan Elite figure, which is like classic Hulk Hogan. Yeah, so there's a ring in the in the place, and they got the Hogan shirts and the Hogan figures, everything Hogan you can buy. So they were very nice. The ladies took pictures of everything. He loved my paint pen. I let him keep it so he could sign it, but
He's 69 years old.
yeah.
He
So I
nice.
told him, I said I came down from Springfield, Massachusetts for this, and he stopped everything, puts it down, and he goes, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yeah, for this." He goes, "You here on vacation?" I said, "No, I can't." I said, "I made a trip of coming here." And he goes, "Oh, you're crazy, man." And he signed it.
The donkey called me crazy. Hulk Hogan called you crazy.
Yeah, and I asked him what his favorite merch was. We had a nice little chat. It was, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. He was a very nice guy. He loved the paint pen. They didn't have a blue one, so I was like, hey, just keep the marker. But yeah, here's a figure signed. And for people who do signings, it's tough going to signings. Now people charge premium for certain items, and you can't get inscriptions, and you can't get Hall of Fame inscriptions. You can't get world champion written. Hogan was doing anything, man. So
Anything goes with Hogan.
He did it up on the figures. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, NWO for life, and then the other one. He wrote it, and I said, "You throw a brother on there?" He looks at me and he goes, "Anything for you, brother." And he wrote brother on the figure, which is very tough to do for autograph, for people knowing who get autographs to get extra stuff for things.
Yo, Hulk Hogan sounds great.
He was doing anything, and
Next,
at one point I heard there that I guess people were bringing extra stuff to sign, and he was just doing it. He was whatever you wanted, he was doing.
Damn.
They had to start limiting it because he was going a little too wild. But there's the one I got. Look at, he added everything on there. I had him throw a brother on there.
Damn, shout outs to Hulk Hogan.
Great guy, great time. I'm so glad
Come
I did
on
it.
the podcast, man.
I was wearing a Roddy Piper shirt, which is arguably Hogan's biggest rival.
Did you do cameos?
And he loved it. He stopped me. He goes, "Brother, I love the Piper shirt." But it was a great time. I'm so glad I did it. He was great. Now, a little going back, when I went to Disney Springs, to go through security. Did you have to do that?
Yes.
I'm going through security. At this point, I have my Hogan shirt on.
Is that on the cameo?
The cast member goes, I had that, as you're looking in the picture, that blue shirt.
Yeah.
The red and blue, button-down shirt.
Mhm.
And then the Hogan shirt. And he's pointing at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, "Hulkamania." I said, "Yeah, bro." And I said, "You're not going to believe this." I step out of line. I push him to the side. I said, "You are not going to believe this." And I show him the picture. I said, "I just left Hulk Hogan." He stopped. He was like, his balls blown. He could not believe it.
Someone could have snuck in with a weapon while he was.
So what do I do? I said, "Brother, we need a picture."
That was the guy.
I can't make out his name.
Maybe Dennis.
But he was a great guy.
That was
And
too,
I had to get a picture. I had my Hulk Hogan shirt on. But great time. Hulk Hogan was great. The people in line were great. We had a great time just chatting wrestling, chatting figures and memorabilia. I'm so glad I got those pieces done. Check out Big Sal Collectibles for that. That figure, the picture of me and Hogan blew up last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a great time, and I will do it again. I'll go down. You're invited. You can come next time. We jammed so much into that 2 days. It was nuts, and we had such a great time. The people at the shop were great. I was there the day before, and I had my Hogan shirt on already. And the guy in the store says, "Hey, we're doing a signing here tomorrow?" I said, "Brother, I'm here for the signing." And he does this. And I'll see you tomorrow. He was great. He was running the door. Everyone there was phenomenal, and it was a great signing. Ron, the manager, was there too. His agent was he's in that picture too.
Yeah,
we flew home early Sunday morning on Spirit, which was a much better flight. And now we mentioned Margaret Robbie.
Yeah,
I watched Wolf of Wall Street on the plane.
Oh, was it good?
Which have you never seen that movie?
I've seen clips of it.
I can't believe I've never seen that movie.
It was good.
I will talk about it on Media Mania when we do that. But I cannot believe I had not seen it.
I've seen
What a great movie.
Yeah,
well, you gotta watch it.
Hey, I gotta watch the whole thing. And that's everything for Orlando.
I think so.
Wow. We're currently been recording.
But I'm not done.
Almost 2 hours.
But I'm not done.
I know, we're almost at 2 hours. Whatever. Hey man, you listen to it? I love you.
Hey, I want to give you a big happy birthday shout out.
Oh yeah, it was my birthday.
Also shout out to
last week,
member of the Elder God Universe, Larry.
Oh, his birthday was also
too. But I got a birthday gift for you.
For me?
Yeah. Close your eyes. I didn't wrap it.
Close my eyes. I hope it's that.
The second it's in your hand, you're gonna know what it is.
Oh man,
But you have to guess what kind it is.
It's so girthy. That's a pop figure.
You have to guess what it is.
If I guess it, steak dinner.
Yes.
Do I get a hint?
No.
Is it Elder God? It has to be Elder God. This is gonna be.
Close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
Look over here.
My eyes are really closed.
I don't want you to chip.
I'm thinking of it. Oh, no way, man.
Say it.
This is McLovin. Oh, it's Gizmo! It's Gizmo! It's Gizmo. I didn't know they made a Gizmo Pops.
Yeah, there's, who's the other guy?
Stripe.
Yeah.
Gizmo. Hey, give it to you, man. Is it an old one?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It wasn't expensive, let's just say that.
Okay, that's okay.
So I don't know. I'm thinking it's not as old as we might think it is.
Gizmo, just
Let me pull up the app and we can find out exactly. Oh,
this looks old.
I also want to give a shout outs to a couple friends of mine, not to be named because you're not going to listen to this. While I was in line to meet Hogan's, they sent me this picture of me from Kanzi's profile photo wearing the Hulk Hogan shirt.
Yeah.
And this was at 2:21 p.m. on Saturday. I said, Hulk Hogan, no shit, I'm in line to meet him right now. And then I sent the picture to line.
Yeah.
Also, that's Hogan's truck. He just pulled up.
He pulled up in a regular truck?
Yeah, and he left it there. And the place went crazy.
And no one put like a
and then they go, where are you, Orlando? And then I send this like an hour later. Blew their balls off. 2011.
Yeah.
So I got that didn't appreciate in value at all.
Oh, what's the value? Low?
$22.
Oh, not bad.
That's about what I paid for it.
Not bad. Thank you. You ready, Andrew?
Brother.
Oh, you get something good for Christmas.
You need that, so.
Yeah, I do need the. I want to get.
Where's he going up there? Put him up now.
First, I gotta make Gizmo an LD guy, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I gotta organize all this shit. Like, do you know the Shrek plushes I bought? Where am I gonna put those?
Yeah.
Oh,
What, you got a plush collection now?
Well,
Do we have anything else to talk? Let's wrap it up.
I think that is about do it. A 2-hour episode.
Thad did Florida. Big Sal does Florida. Hope you enjoyed this.
If you guys actually listen to this episode,
Comment.
I'm gonna. Yeah, let me know if you listened to the whole episode, and I'll quiz you on it. And if you did, I will buy you a steak dinner.
He won't.
Some people are excluded from that. I won't name who. So let's wrap it up. Remember to like the podcast, subscribe. Next one's also going to be a long one.
But it'll be a good one.
This next one's gonna actually.
Not that this one isn't, but
this one's good, but next one's actually gonna be entertaining. So I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be. This next one's gonna be so big. It's gonna take us a month and a half to prepare.
we're starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow. I will see you guys next time for the next Elder God podcast. Have a good day, everyone.
Farewell.
Happy Halloween. Farewell.